The following Best of Central Florida program is sponsored in part by Pristine Pools, Agua Construction, Water Creations Inc., Hontoon Landing Resort and Marina, TransMedCare, and Sophila Radio and Television Productions.
Welcome to the Best of Central Florida. I am Justin Clark. I will never forget. The year was 2002. I was in law school in Boston, at the Beantown Pub to be exact. A classmate comes over, introduces himself. He said he was from Orlando. I was shocked. I thought Orlando was theme parks, chain restaurants, maybe a water park or two. Who would have thought that now, 20 years later, I would have lived here for 15 of them? Who would have thought I would raise my two little girls in Central Florida? Who would think I would fall in love with it here? It's a hidden gem from the great restaurants, professional sports teams, a booming art scene, the Makaila River, the beaches, and yes, even the theme parks. From Kissimmee to Gotha, DeLand to Claremont, this is the best of Central Florida. It was the first day of summer, well, technically the first day of summer. It's felt like summer around here for a while. Earlier this week, what better week to do the best pools in Central Florida? As always, my beautiful co-host, Makaila Nichols. Makaila, how are you?
Great.
What a better way to cool off than jumping at a pool.
I love pools. I love, just especially it's so hot. I can't wait to cool off,
Absolutely. And it's outside of your house. It's right there. You don't have to go anywhere. And yes, when you want to redo your pool or build a new pool, yes, there's an expense there. But if you think about all the money you're saving by just hanging out at home, is there anything better than a Friday night sitting around the pool just hanging?
No, never.
And we live in, it feels like the hottest part of the world, I would say, don't you think, here in Central Florida?
It's pretty hot.
It's unbelievable. Here's what we're going to do. Quick break. When we return, the best pools in all of Central Florida.
The Best of Central Florida is sponsored in part by Hontoon Landing Resort and Marina.
Makaila and I are here at Hontoon Landing Resort and Marina, the best kept secret in all of Central Florida. Would you not agree?
Oh, it is.
Chris is here, the general manager. This is old Florida here. This is a secret. This place is beautiful. Great rooms, great suites. If you want to spend the weekend, spend a week here. But also a lot of great things to do here during the week, Chris. What all do you offer?
So we have river tours. We have pontoon boat rentals, brand new pontoons. We have, you stay in the
beautiful
rooms.
Place. What about the river tour? I mean, we have manatees literally right outside the boat here. You do river tours, right?
Yeah, we do 2 of those, 10 and 1.
Yeah.
Wednesday through Sunday, and it's a tour all the way around Hontoon Island. Go by Blue Springs.
This is old Florida at its finest. Door to door for me, from my house, 45 minutes. I think downtown Orlando, an hour.
Yes.
Yet you feel like you're in a totally different world. How do you describe this setting?
A place like no other. This is so unique, and there's not very many places like this anymore.
You totally upgraded the rooms and suites. They're beautiful, stunning, in fact, very comfortable. How do you describe the rooms and suites here?
They've gotten a lot of love in the last year, and it's wonderful. And we're continuing to make that investment in Hontoon to continue to keep it as a place like no other.
And you can rent this boat here. The boats are brand new, but think about the rooms and suites too. They're all so unique. This is not a cookie cutter type place to stay.
No, it was designed as a fish camp, and it, all the rooms are very unique. So it's not like a big hotel where you have a bunch of these cookie cutter rooms. Yeah, they're all unique.
The dockside deli is awesome. We're building a tiki bar. We have beer. This place is unbelievable. I'm so impressed with what you have done. Chris, congratulations on what you guys are doing here and continue to do. And I've got to tell you, if you have not been out to this area, you're making a mistake. Hontoon Landing Resort and Marina, 45 minutes from my house, not more than an hour from yours. Come out and check it out.
The following Best of Central Florida Makaila's Choice is sponsored in part by Pristine Pools, TransMedCare, and Sophila Radio and Television Productions.
It is summertime here in Central Florida, and honestly, it is hot outside. I mean, Justin, it's just, you walk outside and you're hot.
I heard this week was the first day of summer. You could have fooled me. It's felt like it for a while.
Most certainly. Well, the best way to cool off in summer is obviously you go in the pool. So Makaila's choice for best pool business is Pristine Pool, and I am joined by the owner, Matthew. How are you doing?
Great. It is hot out there.
It is hot, which I'm sure that means business is great.
Yes, business is great, yes.
What made you start Pristine Pools?
My father was a swimming pool contractor in Miami, and so I followed in his footsteps ever since I was a little boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. And you know, when we were talking earlier, you really focus on one pool at a time. And I'm sure there's a lot of pools you're dealing with, but tell us a little bit about that.
Well, to be able to give people quality, I have to be there. And if I'm not there, then I haven't seen that they get that. So I'm focused on just from start to finish, from the selection of tiles that we have here to whatever their ideas are. I'm a part of that, making sure that they make a good decision, that they don't waste money.
All the good stuff.
all the
So are
good
you like holding my hand and be like, Makaila, hey, you know, this tile's great, this one not so much for me particular? Or, you know, are all your clients different?
Well, they all have different ideas sometimes of modifying the shell of a pool, where sometimes that would cause cracking and it would be regrettable down the line. So I help them and say, you don't want to do that. You don't want to waste your money. And there are companies out there that just take every job and do whatever they want, and I make sure not to do that. So it's not about money for me, it's about just giving them what I would want, which is a good quality, beautiful swimming pool.
What is like a little bit about your code of ethics? Because I know you were mentioning, you know, pool companies sometimes can have a bad rep, but not you, of course.
Well, I would say that I just kind of worked on myself and focused on myself and making sure that I'm honestly.
Yeah. What advice do you have for someone who, you know, they're thinking about building a pool or they want to add to it? What's like the first step?
The first step to...
Would it be just kind of like, you know, let's say I want to have a renovation of my pool. Do I like call you straight away, or do I call you like when I don't have a pool yet?
No, they want to call me. Absolutely, yeah, straight away, and just talk to me about it. And I have that conversation with them, whatever their ideas are and stuff. Most of the time I have to take a look at what their property is in their swimming pool, and yeah. So.
Here's my fear, and take me through this. So I have a pool. I know it looks old. You know, it's 20 years old or whatever, but I don't know what I want. I don't know the differences here. I mean, how does that initial consultation go with you? You come to my house. How do we decide what's going to work best for me, and how does that conversation go?
Well, interestingly enough, all I do is glass tile. That's it. So when they're coming to me, they're not getting anything but that. And the reason why I do that is because once I saw a resort swimming pool, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
There's three things that I think go amazing with swimming pools. It's wood, glass, and water. Even at the beach, if you see some driftwood at the beach, it's absolutely beautiful. So I just wanted to focus on that in my company and give that to my clients. And if they don't want that, then it's okay, and that's fine. But yeah, so I use the highest quality products. I make sure there's bags of thin set that are $10 and there's bags that are $40. And I make sure that all of my products across the board are quality.
I have children. I have two little girls. How do we make sure that what we're installing is actually safe for them? And are some of them more slippery, or some of them you're less likely to fall? I mean, there must be different types of tile that are going to really change that when it comes to children.
So sometimes I have customers who would want the top step to be all glass tile,
yep.
And obviously if you step on that, it's going to be slippery. So
right.
I tell them we are going to do like just a little border, so that it's got a nice tread.
Start easy.
Yeah, start easy. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. You also do a little bit of music. I wanted to touch on that because your music career is taking off.
Yes. So I do electronic music, and I kind of put that with videos of my swimming pool. And I just did a new song called We Set the Trend. My name is Exodia. It's like a little play on words. IX is a 9, and Odia is, I think, Greek for houses of music. So it's 9 houses of music, and I kind of make a little bit of house music. But I got this new song called We Set the Trend. It's about Central Florida. It's about all the talent that we have here. We have a lot of talent here. It's like a booming place, and we do set the trend. And so it's a little bit of a reggae song, and if everybody could check it out, that would be cool.
I'm going to check that out. Tell me one more time. How do I check it out?
IXODEA. It's called Exodia.
Okay.
And the name of the song is We Set the Trend.
Beautiful. I mean, these are absolutely stunningly beautiful.
Yes.
I mean, it changes the whole complexion of a house. When you have a pool, to go from the old stuff that you had to something brand new like this, it changes everything. It's a game changer.
Yes.
It is a game changer. Well, Matthew, great pool, great music. Do yourself a favor and check out Pristine Pools, and we'll be right back with People's Choice after the short break.
The Best of Central Florida is sponsored in part by TransMedCare.
So happy to be joined by Andrew Brainerd. He is with TransMedCare. Thank you what you guys are doing for the senior citizens of Central Florida. It's really a great, comfortable trip anywhere more than 300 miles whenever they need to be transported or moved somewhere. Instead of having to lug the oxygen tank on an airplane or something, you are giving them an unbelievably comfortable ride wherever they need to go.
Exactly. Instead of renting a RV or throwing them in a minivan and driving them from Florida to New York, we're putting them in a very comfortable bed. They have a 6-inch memory foam mattress that we custom made for our stretchers because it's easier to move patients on the stretcher. We also have the ability for up to 2 family members to ride with. It doesn't happen very often, but some people feel comfortable bringing their pets, and we definitely encourage that.
And some of the best staff in the business as well, and you're always looking for new employees.
Always looking for new contractors to fill either the driving position or the CNA RN positions. They can always find additional information on our website, which is trans-medcare.com. They can submit their resumes to careers@trans-medcare.com or just call the office, which is 888-984-3722.
And a lot of these are longer trips, maybe back to Boston, back to Chicago, back to New York. Tell me about the experience. I know you have the really comfortable beds for our patients, but what's the rest of the experience like?
When you're on board, you're going to have access to Wi-Fi. You can sign into your own entertainment. So if you have a Netflix account, we already provide it on board, but if you have your own, you can sign in and just continue watching Golden Girls if that's what you're into. Just continue life as if you were in your bed at your home. Because what we want to provide is the most comfortable bedside-to-bedside service that exists.
And a lot of the calls you're going to get are probably from children or grandchildren, and you're
Children,
giving them the comfortability of knowing that mom or dad or grandma or grandpa are going to be well taken care of. Andrew, keep up the good work, man.
Appreciate it.
I love what you guys are doing over there. TransMedCare. If you have a family member who needs to be transported anywhere more than 300 miles, this is your guy.
The following Best of Central Florida People's Choice is sponsored in part by Agua Construction and Sofila Radio and Television Productions.
You have spoken, the people have spoken. People's Choice this week for Best Pool Business goes to our very good friends over at Aqua Construction. Walter joins me. Walter, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
Since we've been talking and the emails I got about you guys, what it keeps coming back to is how proud you are of your people. What
Yes.
makes Aqua and the people that work there so special?
We couldn't be who we are without them. I mean, our visions come from our clients, and our staff makes it happen. And without them, of course, you know, I can't go out there and build every pool.
Yeah, that's right.
Our staff is just amazing. Everything from the office all the way out to the guys in the field, they're just amazing. Our 3D designs are amazing. Everything that they do for us is just top notch. I couldn't be more proud of our staff.
And I think your passion for your people is what makes your passion for the work you do all the better, the quality of work. And again, in the pool business, there are some bad apples out there. You care so much about quality and the pools that you put out there.
Yes. We're not going to give up our quality. The way Agua Construction builds our pools, it's top notch. We want to build the best of the best every time. If it's a regular smaller pool, all the way to something humongous with slides and grottos, we want to put 100% to everything we do. And that, of course, comes from the design process, working with our clients every day, and getting their dreams put into their backyards.
And you do new pools, of course, but you also
Yep.
do pool remodels.
Yes.
When do you find people start calling about remodeling their pool? When do they know the time's right?
Usually about 10 years of having your pool.
Is that right?
Yeah, you want to start to look into the surface of the pool, trying to see, if you have any cracks in there, anything's going on. A lot of people that are coming down now, they're buying these homes, they want
Yep.
a new look.
Exactly.
They want a new flooring, they want, new tiles, so it's amazing.
Is there a certain type of style that people are after now for pools, and any trends in the pool business now?
Yeah, right now we're getting a lot of calls for grottos. A lot of people
Grottos?
want grottos, yes.
Hugh Hefner.
Yes. Amazing.
Yeah.
We'll build it.
Yeah,
We don't have
exactly.
a problem. Our guys can do it, definitely. But yeah, we're getting a lot of calls for grottos. Every pool now, everybody wants that sun deck. They want to relax in a little bit of water with their lounge chairs. So there's a lot of big things coming in the pool industry.
Gotcha. How has the supply chain affected what you guys are doing?
It's slowed us down a little bit, but we're keeping our timelines. We promise our clients a certain timeline, and we're sticking to it. There's a lot of builders out there that are having a little bit more of a difficult time than we are, but we have a lot of contacts, and we have some great people behind us that help us get these done in times that we promise.
What I found about some of these pool companies out there is they're basically just a sales team. They don't do the work. They don't care about the work. They don't go by. When we were talking before the show,
Yep.
your day is pretty much structured. I mean, you're
My
hitting
day's
every
structured.
one of these pool jobs as you go.
Yep.
You were very hands-on. Aqua is hands-on to make sure that pool is just what the person wants.
Yeah, we have. I have some huge help out in the field as well. We have, our 3D design, which she's at home right now working with a client. I was talking to her on my way here. Our main guy in the field, Andre, he's amazing. This man, if I can't get to the house, he's going to make sure he's there. He's just everywhere for us. It's just a great thing.
And we had the pleasure of speaking with your team actually yesterday, and they're really on the ball, responsive, and sometimes that's half the battle when you have customers out there who, this is a big project for them. Keeping them informed and up to date, answering their questions is half the battle sometimes.
It is, and since I'm in the field a lot, our office is great. We have the ladies in the office that I believe the lady you spoke with was Deb. She's amazing. She takes our
Yep.
calls. She makes sure everything's handled properly. She gets it to the right people. She keeps our customers happy. If you don't answer the phone, people start to wonder.
Yeah, that's right.
You've got to get on the phone. You got to keep in touch with these customers and make sure this is their backyard. They're envisioning what they want back there. We have to make it reality.
And I know it costs some money to build a pool or remodel a pool, but think about the value in the house once that's done.
Yes, especially right now. Everything's going up. We all know that. And I mean, the pool sales we've been doubling our calls right now. I know Florida's getting packed. We have more and more people coming in every day, and it's an amazing thing for us.
Yep.
We love it. We'll keep it going.
What a pleasure to meet you, Walter.
To you as
Flew
well.
by. I have like 1,000 more questions to ask you. You keep up the good work over there.
Definitely.
Keep the people of Central Florida proud. I'm proud of you. Amazing work you guys are doing at Aqua Construction.
We'll come back and give you guys some more updates.
You got it. Awesome work. Great
you.
selection, too, by the way. If you need a pool redesign, Walter is your guy. Justin's Court Choice is up next.
The following Best of Central Florida Justin's Choice is sponsored in part by Water Creations, Inc. and Sophila Radio and Television Productions.
And finally today, it's time for my favorite portion of the program, Justin's Choice for Best Pool Company in Central Florida. We are very proud to announce it's Water Creations. Hello, Chris. How are
Hi,
you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Well, the pool companies, it seems like a boys' club. You've owned this company for 22 years.
I have.
Female-owned pool company. Makes
Yep.
us very proud, by the way. How do you
It does.
feel?
It makes me very proud too. I really enjoy it. I really do.
You don't just do new custom pools, you do renovations as well.
I do.
When do I know it's time to renovate my pool, or is it just kind of, you know it when you see it?
You know it when you see it.
Yeah.
You know the interior starts looking old or dated, and it can start coming up, and your pool starts really eating your chlorine almost, and it's just dated.
Whether it's a new pool or a pool renovation, I mean, how do I work with you? I don't know what I want necessarily. How do I work with you to determine? I know. How do I work with you to determine what's best for me?
So we'll meet at the house and we'll, see what your, I always say your likes are, what you want, and if Santa were to bring it, so those type ideas,
Yeah.
What you want out of it, what you're looking to do, and we just, find out what your budget is, and just kind of go from there.
And we wanted to do this episode because, first of all, it's hot outside, obviously, but also,
Right.
much like general contractors, when it comes to a pool contractor like yourself, you got to kind of be careful. You have to know who you're working with. You
do.
guys are trustworthy. 22 years you've been around. What makes you so special?
I think, for one, longevity.
Yeah.
Honestly, that even through the times in the mid 2000s, that everything, we're still here. I'm small. I like that. I like being small. I'm my only employee, besides my sister that helps me in the office.
Oh, that's awesome.
And but other than that, I like it that way.
Got it. What is trending now? I mean, Hugh Hefner, of course. None of the guys here know about Hugh Hefner, of course. Made the grotto famous.
Right.
There was a day where it was waterfalls in every pool. What's really trendy in the pool area now?
Well, straight line pools.
What does that mean exactly, straight line pool?
Like rectangles. Everybody used to like the waterfalls, where the free-form pools and and the big grottos and now it's more straight line pools. They want the gas, the gas fireplaces and the gas bowls and the water bowls flowing into the pools. Glass on the pools and the raised areas is very popular. Just walls with water features, like a sheer waterfall coming down. Very straight line, clean cut, I guess maybe is the word, pools.
Almost like the simpler the better now? Like they want a kind of clean, minimalist
Like
approach.
modern.
It is, modern.
That's a good word.
Very, modern is probably the best word, modern. Some people want it to look, flat, like you're in Italy.
Right.
Just like a pool out there in the yard, but other people want it very modern, sleek.
Yeah. What about like built-in fire pits or the areas of fire and that sort of thing? Are people going with that now?
Well, everybody's spending money on their house now, and which includes summer kitchens, fire pit areas, fire table areas, pizza ovens, just whatever you can think of that they can do in their backyard, they're doing.
And it seems like we're spending more time in our backyard. I think people are now realizing it is time to update the pool, update the outdoor kitchen area. We've spent so much time at home the last couple of years.
Right. Instead of having to go somewhere and get the same effect, you spend more time at home in the pool and have your friends over or your family over and barbecues and just enjoy, because it's so hot. You could just dip in and enjoy it.
Making families happy for 22 years. Water Creations. Chris, keep up the good work over there. It's pretty amazing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Do yourself a favor, by the way. If you need any work done in your pool, you need a new pool, Water Creations, a great place to go, trustworthy. I'm hot.
Yeah.
I'm ready to jump in a
Me
pool.
too.
Are you? I mean, this show made me want to go jump in a pool
I
right
want to
away.
go swimming for sure.
Excellent job, Makaila Nichols, as always. Thank you for joining us today, as you do every single weekend. Do me a favor, hit record series now. Makaila and I will see you again next week for more Best of Central Florida.
The preceding Best of Central Florida program was sponsored in part by Pristine Pools, Agua Construction, Water Creations Inc., Hontoon Landing Resort and Marina, TransMedCare, and Sophila Radio and Television Productions.